everybody, this is your boy Crunchy Frog here, coming to you from my little Crunchy Frog base. This is a free-to-play account that I started up about 3.5 months ago, and I've concentrated on getting the Mega Knight upgraded as much as possible, and getting the evolution for him. And this video is going to be about what are the first evolutions that you should get as a free-to-play player that really make a difference. And this is one of them. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and look at some replays and just show you how dominant that you can be with the evolved Mega Knight. But anyway, the pros and all the really good players like to talk about the evolved skeletons and all these other little evolved cards. But for regular guys like you and me, getting your first evolved card makes a huge difference in your gameplay because you're no longer being completely dominated and outmatched by everybody. And I thought one of the first ones I wanted to concentrate on getting when I came back to the game was the evolved Mega Knight. Because I thought it was pretty crazy how this guy would just throw people around. And just a couple days ago, I got the evolved Mega Knight unlocked. I got a shard and a lucky drop, and it was just enough. And ever since I got the evolved Mega Knight unlocked, I have just been absolutely dominating every opponent I come across. So I would highly recommend the evolved Mega Knight as one of your first evolutions that you get as a free-to-play player. Because we don't buy the season pass, we don't get our evolutions with our credit cards. We kind of have to save up, and they're special. And so there's like a priority list. You know, later on, I'll get the evolved Snowball. Later on, I'll get the evolved Ice Spirit, or the evolved Wall Breakers. These are all really good evolution cards, but they aren't the huge difference makers, I don't believe, that the evolved Mega Knight is. As you can see, this guy's already quit. We'll go ahead and speed up the gameplay here a little bit because he has quit the game. He's left the building. Resurrix has left the building, folks. And here's another one. Going up against Miles 99. And it looks like he's running a kind of a bait deck, right? He's got the Princess, which is level 14. He's got the level 13 Baby Dragon. And this is what I'm talking about. You get faced against so many opponents who completely out-level you. What you have to do when you're a free-to-play player is find that dominant card that you want to be the main damage dealer in your deck, and just upgrade him and upgrade him and upgrade him and concentrate on getting him upgraded. Look at this guy. He's got level 13 mini P.E.K.K.A. My Dark Goblin was also concentrating on. He's level 12, so he's pretty good. But it was my Mega Knight. I knew that if I got a really good Mega Knight and then got the evolved Mega Knight, that would be the big game changer. He's got a level 13 Goblin Barrel too, by the way, as you can see. And here comes his level 13 Baby Dragon and his level 14 Princess that I had to take out with my level 10 Bar Barrel. And I used my level 9 Inferno Tower to defend. But getting my Mega Knight leveled up that high, that's what did it. You see, this guy's rocking the evolved Valkyrie and the evolved Barbarians. He's got 2 evolved cards in his deck. There's some pretty good defense against those higher level cards. I find that the Electro Wizard is a really good card, even at lower levels, to have in your deck. It looks here like Miles 99 has also decided to throw in the towel. A lot of opponents do that when they see the evolved Mega Knight coming down the aisle at them, and they know that their goose is cooked. So on to the next one. And this one is Paco. He trots out his level 13 Mini P.E.K.K.A. I've noticed that a lot of people concentrate on upgrading their Mini P.E.K.K.A. That's a good one to upgrade, but the problem with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is that he's very easily countered by much cheaper cards. But here I am having to break out the Mega Knight to put an end to him. And it's kind of intimidating. A lot of people, when they see a level 13 Mega Knight coming, they figure that this is not a good thing. I'm just going to get rid of those bats, just purely because they annoy me. And here comes a little level 13 Mini P.E.K.K.A. And so far, he hasn't gotten a single point of damage on either of my towers. And here we go. The Elite Barbarians that are level 13. He also has Rage in his deck. That tells you something about him. And even though he has the Inferno Tower, the Dark Goblin is able to chisel it down very quickly. And we put a quick end to him. He's completely out of elixir and unable to defend himself there. And this guy is from the Clan of Mexico. That's right, it's the official Clan of Mexico. Mexico has its own clan. And of course, this guy's a level 12, and I'm a level 11. But the evolved Mega Knight is the great equalizer. And I figured let that stupid little miner chisel away over there. I have a tendency to completely ignore the miner. Just going for a push on this side. I will arrow these wall breakers down, though, that are level 14, by the way. Level 14 wall breakers. But this is what you face when you get to this point on Trophy Road. So it's very important, if you're a free-to-play player, to do what I said. Choose a really good card to evolve. Make it like a game breaker kind of card, like the Mega Knight. The Mega Knight is always a game changer. After this clash, I'm going to be showing you one of my other free-to-play accounts. Ironically, the name of the other account is Mega Knight. And on that account, I chose to upgrade the Valkyrie. Because the Valkyrie is so OP. See, I can't even kill his wall breakers with my arrows. because they're level 14. This guy's hanging on for dear life. I mean, you talk about somebody who does not want to give up that last tower. He figures that somehow or another he's going to manage to squeak out a victory here. And I'm desperately trying to get that extra crown because it's nice, you know. It helps you on your rewards path to have that extra crown. And I come so close. Look at that, 5 HP, and the arrows are on their way. So let's go to my Magonite account, and I'll show you the other game-breaking evolution. Okay, here we are at my Magonite account, another free-to-play account that I started even more recently. As you can see, my Valkyrie's only level 11. My card levels are all very low, except for my Goblin Barrel is 12, and my Royal Recruits are 12. The reason why I get my Royal Recruits leveled up as a free-to-play player, the Royal Recruits are one of your best friends. It's a common card that you can level up, and if you play them right, they can defend almost anything. They're a great defensive card. So, let's go ahead and hop into some matches and show you the Evolved Valkyrie, although it really is more of a case of the Royal Recruits. And here's the first one that we'll show, Cappy. And this is kind of a special deck that I have set up. I don't know if you noticed it, but I have 2 different buildings. I have the Goblin Hut and the Inferno Tower. And I'll tell you why I did this. I did this because I was facing so many decks that had the Mega Knight and also Hog Rider or Ram Rider in it. And I thought, well, you know what? Why not just have 2 buildings? So that's what I did. I built a deck that has 2 buildings in it. It's a little different, so sue me. But it's effective. Now this guy's a lower level than me, which tells you that he's probably pretty good, and he's probably in our shoes. You know, he's probably a free-to-play player, and he's having to put up with a bunch of crap, and he just hasn't got to the point yet where he's got himself a good evolution or anything like that. He's just making do, living the hard free-to-play life. But he's the kind of guy who should watch, you know, YouTube series on free-to-play and get some tips and advice on what to do. And you have to basically construct your own decks based on what you're facing a lot of. And I see a lot of P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight that also have things like the Hog Rider or the Ram Rider in them. That's why I'm packing the Inferno Tower and the Goblin Hut. Normally I'd use a Tombstone, but I've taken a liking to the Goblin Hut lately. It's only one elixir more. It looks like this fellow's given up. And you can't blame him. Having to face level 12 recruits is pretty daunting when you're level 10. I know how it feels. And there goes a Valkyrie, the Evolved Valkyrie. And here's Elisis. Now this account, ever since I got the Evolved Valkyrie, he's been steadily moving up. Now see, I've got 7 different accounts. And so I figured I would try to evolve different cards with each account. Here in this account, my Dark Goblin is a very pathetic level 10. Normally I have a way more leveled up than that. But see, this is the kind of damage that the recruits can do. You leave one side unattended and they can just chisel that tower down so much. I love how the Valkyrie makes a really strange sound when she's being frozen by the Ice Wizard. If you pay close attention to that, you'll see. It's really hilarious. But she manages to swoop in there and take out that tower. just getting ready to drop those recruits. It's never a bad move to just drop the recruits in the back. Just wait till your elixir bar is full. That way, by the time they get to the bridge, you've got plenty of elixir to back them up with something. And this time I decided to distract him with a goblin hut right in the middle. Just for the fun of it. Also because I buy myself a little time to put down a Valkyrie. Well, you see an awful lot of the Firecracker. I've noticed that there's a lot of people who love the Firecracker. And personally, I think the Dark Goblin's a better card. The Dark Goblin just fires faster, has better range. But that's just my own personal opinion. I see a lot of people use the Firecracker. And here comes my Evolved Valkyrie. The only problem with the Evolved Valkyrie is that you have to deploy her twice before you can actually use the evolved version of her on the third try. But man, is she ever strong. This guy, he at least fights to the very end. Didn't just quit like some of the other guys do. And here's Kairi, which is a very interesting way of spelling it. And here comes the baby dragon. That cute little baby dragon, I think I'll put an Inferno Tower out. I don't get to use the Inferno Tower as much as I like to sometimes. And we'll log out these skeletons. He drops a Mega Knight right in range of that Inferno Tower, which I just don't understand. And sometimes when I'm playing at this level on Trophy Road, it actually feels easier than when I'm playing like in Pekka's Playhouse or the Jungle Arena. It actually feels easier. And see, this guy's got Mega Knight, and he's got the Hog Rider, which is why I've got two different kinds of buildings. One specifically designed for the Hog Rider, and one for the Mega Knight or Pekka, which is the Inferno Tower. That's why the Dark Goblin is so clutch. Just look at that range. As soon as I can get enough cards leveled up, there's a certain kind of Dark Goblin deck that I want to start using a lot of. It has the Miner and a bunch of spirits, a bunch of cool stuff. But it's like really cheap on Elixir. I love faster cycle decks. They're a lot more fun to play, I think. But like I was saying, the Valkyrie is very good at this level. Now these little Royal recruits, they're also very good at defending Mega Knights. They're very good at defending Pekkas. They're just so good defending almost anything. The Valkyrie presents problems for them, which is why I have the Valkyrie in my deck, because the Valkyrie can actually counter a Mega Knight also. If deployed on your side of the river, the Valkyrie can take out a Mega Knight. He thought he'd surprise me with the surprise mini Pekka. And here's the Evolved Valkyrie making her appearance. Now, I have to concentrate on upgrading her because she's only level 11. So I'm going to be concentrating on upgrading that Valkyrie in the future. Okay, this video is starting to get a little bit long. Hold on a second. Is this the one that we just showed? Rana Polat? No, I'm just remembering it because this is a match that I played earlier today. I knew that name sounded familiar. That's because we're showing replays here. He's got a level 12 Prince, so he's pretty tough. And putting him down there with the Valkyrie is a pretty good destructive way of doing things. Putting the Valkyrie in front of your Hog Rider. He's got the Dagger Duchess too. It's a pretty good tower variation against bait decks and stuff like that, but when she runs out of her daggers, then she gets a little bit puny. Also, it seems to me like the Dagger Duchess makes it so that your towers have fewer hit points. There, she's out of daggers, and so now in comes the Goblin Barrel to do bad things to her. And I guess this will probably be the last replay that I show today. I've got quite a few more that I could show, but this video is long enough. I don't want to make too long of a video, if for no other reason than it takes forever to upload it to YouTube. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun watching, and I thank you if you watched this far. And until next time, this is Crunchy Frog, signing out.